So when shouldn't you post on YouTube? We all hear a lot of advice that you should be posting consistently. And I'm in the middle of that myself right now. I haven't posted a video in a couple of weeks. And I want to talk about that. When is it a good time to not post? When should you not post on YouTube? For me, one time when I shouldn't keep posting is when I'm spending time with family and friends and loved ones. That time is so crucial. I recently was preparing for one trip to Canada, and now I'm in the Caribbean spending time with family again. It's so nice to be present, be fully engaged, and be there and support and make and create memories, look back on prior memories. But at the end of the day, knowing that I'm not splitting my time, knowing that I don't have any additional distractions, and my loved ones can fully get my attention. Of course, in the background, I think about YouTube and I think about how my channel is doing and how my videos are doing. But at the same time, I know I'm also seeing continued progress and growth on my channel. I can see that during this time, I'm getting additional subscribers, folks are watching the videos. And so I trust that creating quality content can continue to provide value to audiences, to existing audiences, and also to new audiences once you've created those videos. And I also trust that I can step away as needed, again, to spend time with loved ones or to do other things, and know that my channel will still be fine. Another reason when it makes sense for me to not keep posting is when I'm traveling. So in these two examples that I mentioned, it involved travel. But in other instances, it could be, taking different types of trips that don't necessarily involve family and friends, maybe visiting somewhere new. That's something that's always very important to me. It's something that I truly deeply enjoy. I love immersing myself into the world, learning about new places, trying different foods, adventuring, discovering new things. And this can also be beneficial when you truly take the time to immerse yourself in these local places and these local situations. Because one of the benefits for me is that I learn new things, I get new knowledge, and I also get inspiration and different ideas that I can then put back into my content. So it's not a loss, it's just a temporary step and time away. But again, it's something where I can continue to pour back into the break that I'm taking here and use all that new inspiration for new, inspiring, engaging content. Another reason why it makes sense to take a break from YouTube is when you want to prioritize your wellness. That's always very important, whether it's your physical wellness, mental wellness, emotional health, all across the board. We can't do any of the amazing things we aspire to do if we're not in good shape, if we're not in good health. And for me, during this time, I'm able to take naps during the day as I'm vacationing. I can start the day and I don't have any major demands on my time and on my schedule, and I can feel fully rested. I've been getting a good night's rest here, listening to the local sound, and also enjoying the quietness around me. Before bedtime, I spend some time outside. I listen to the different sounds. I also look up at the stars. There's not a lot of light pollution here, so I can actually enjoy that and see the stars. And a few nights ago, I saw what I thought was a shooting star. That was the first time I've seen a shooting star, so that was pretty exciting. Whether it's getting a full night's rest, or whether it's taking naps during the day, or whether it's walking, or whether it's running in the morning, I've gotten up a couple of mornings pretty early to go for a run, and that's a great way to start the day. It's something I really enjoy. Because there are lots of hills here, I naturally get a workout just by moving around and going to different places. So it feels great to know that I'm spending time, I am re-energizing myself, I'm getting rest, I am getting a workout in some form or fashion, and I'm truly just pouring into my wellness, which once I have that, I can create more videos, I can speak about that, I can come and pour into my videos from a place of wellness. Another reason why it makes sense for me to not post is to just enjoy nature in general. So being in the Caribbean now, where I'm eating lots of local foods, I am enjoying the time on the island away from all the touristy capital and so on. I am up in the country essentially. So at any given moment, I can hear dogs barking, I can hear the roosters, I can hear owls at night. There's so many different animals, the crickets, and all different types of sounds that you're hearing. So you can enjoy that. You can also enjoy the sounds of the rain as it's falling on the rooftop. Now that's something you don't always get to enjoy in larger countries where you're in bigger buildings, or the insulation of the building kind of keeps away some of that natural sound. So that's one of the things that I really enjoy, not just the greenery of the location itself too. All around you there's greenery and natural vegetation and fruits and vegetables, and of course you have the ocean and hearing the sounds of the ocean and hearing the waves. I feel like that's very healing in and of itself, so that's something I truly enjoy. And I've been starting my day after I have breakfast with different types of fruit. So I have mangoes here, I have a couple of mangoes, and then I also have some skin up. And I've just been enjoying and eating as much of these as I can, and also using them to make natural juices. So whether it's cucumber or passion fruit or lime. There's so many different types of fruit and vegetables that you can, use in cooking or even use in different types of drinks. So I've definitely been enjoying that. I love to eat healthy and clean as much as I can, and this is just a natural oasis where you have access to a lot of the different types of vegetation around. Another time when you shouldn't post is when you really just want to enjoy the simple things. So what I'm describing here, life is very simple. People are waking up early in the morning, enjoying the natural food, living a simple life, living off of what they have. Many people, in the grand scheme of things, may not have a lot, but they're making do with what they have. And they are spending the time with loved ones, people are helping each other, people are generous, people in the community looking out for each other, in the village, people are walking by and saying hello to everyone, everyone's telling you good morning, good afternoon, good night. And there's just a lot of camaraderie. So taking time to just enjoy that, to enjoy the simple things. Sometimes I know we get caught up with what else we should have, what's the next thing, what's the next material thing we should be striving for. But sometimes it's important to just appreciate the simple things that we have, light, water, sunlight, nature, all of these things that bring a lot of life to us, add a lot to our life and the type of richness of life that we can enjoy and have. And so it's great to have the time to appreciate that as well. Another reason why it makes sense to not post content is, and I think this is probably my favorite one, is that it gives you inspiration for new content. And I alluded to this before, but I think this is worth having its own little segment in this video. When you go to new places, you experience new things, you have new, deeper relationships, you have conversations with people, it really helps with your own perspective. It helps my perspective, certainly, as I've been traveling and having conversations with not just family and friends, and seeing the interaction of people, seeing how people are generous and helping each other, seeing how people are making the most of the life that they have, and seeing how they're enjoying life, seeing how people are making a living, how they're selling, how they're being innovative, how they're exercising their ingenuity. These are all things that I really try to pay attention to when I'm reading about the world, and it helps me with my own new ideas, existing ideas. It helps me reframe how I think about things. It helps me question. It helps me with my own self-assessment. Maybe I'm not doing things in the most efficient way, in the best way I could be, in the most empathetic way, and seeing how others are doing it can be deeply inspiring, deeply humbling. So I love when I have the opportunity to do that, to immerse myself in different cultures and different locations, learn about different things, learn about different people, have conversations with different people, and especially people who are not necessarily moving about the world in the same way I am. Thank you for watching this quick video. I hope it's been helpful and inspiring for you. I hope it also allows you to give yourself some grace when you are also looking to take a little break from YouTube and not create any videos because you're busy living life, creating memories, spending time with loved ones, enjoying things that you love doing, diving into your multiple interests, traveling, taking time out for yourself, resting, whatever the list of things are. Hopefully you give yourself some grace when you need to do that, and that means stepping away from your channel. Everything will be fine, your channel will be fine, as long as you're creating quality and valuable content. People will continue to find it, people will continue to view it. If this video resonates with you, I would love to hear down in the comments. Let me know what you think, subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.